Hey everyone, how you doing? Hope it's all with you as it is with I. I'm Najami, entrepreneur and owner of Beautifully You by Jean-Claude Inc. I am excited to do my second review on the Netflix series Self-Made, which is an inspiring story of Madam C.J. Walker. I'm doing my review on more of a business perspective, and that's where I'm going to be coming from. Pretty much with the second episode, Sarah spends her time hustling to find moolah, money, investors to grow and keep her factory open. Okay, she invests most of her money into getting a factory instead of fixing up the home from the fire. She pulled most of her money for the factory. She gets her husband to round up a group of black male investors who decline and step away. Why? Because they realize who really wore the pants. They said it themselves. It was a woman, a black woman, and not a black man. So what happens is they back off because of that. And back then, back in the 1900s, women were pretty much second class citizens and they didn't have a support. Like as of today, you look at it, you still need money, you still need capital to grow your business. And black women till this day are still struggling to get the capital and the resources that they need to invest and grow their business so it can scale. So yes, a lot has changed today from the early 1900s, but at the end of the day, has it really changed? Okay, so this episode totally opened my mind. Like, wow, a lot of things that Sarah was going through back in early 1900s is the same thing that black women and most women are dealing with today still. Okay, so throughout the whole episode, she's looking for capital, money to get, and it goes through all the struggle that she's going through. She decides to choose an influential man, which was Booker T. Washington. Lo and behold, he was sexist. He didn't believe, he wanted equal but separate opportunity to better his race, but he meant it for men. He didn't mean it for women. And Sarah was looking for someone who was influential because she realized if she could find him Booker T. Washington to invest in her business, then she can get more investors because she needed the capital to keep her factory open, to scale her business, and to grow her product line. When she realizes that she wasn't going to get any money from Booker T. Washington, she decided, you know what, I'm going to talk to the wife, even though before, she mentioned that, Mrs. Washington mentioned that she stays out of her husband's affairs and business. She keeps that separate. Sarah realized, you know what? She has hair on her head. She knows women who have hair on her head. They're part of groups and organizations and stuff like that. Let her promote her business with them, give them some services. So now Sarah meets up with Mrs. Washington. She's servicing the ladies. She's talking with them about her business, her vision, her dreams. And again, Miss Washington's like, yo, I stay in my place. I'm not even going to go there, And she pretty much has that mindset that her husband has. You know what I mean? And Sarah's like, oh no. She starts to stand up not only for herself as a black female businesswoman, but she starts to empower the women to stand up for their dreams, their visions, that they're intelligent, beautiful black women, and that they can go out there and pursue their dreams, and that it doesn't have to be where they just take a back seat and just let only the men run the show, that they also matter as well. So not only does Sarah preaches this and empowers the women, she goes ahead, bum rushes Booker T. Washington's speech, or when he was up there talking with him, she comes up, interrupts, takes the mic, is like, excuse me, says what she has to say, then there's like a standing ovation, and Booker T was like pissed as heck. But Sarah had a bigger mission, a bigger plan. And even today, you do have, women have more rights than they did back then. They weren't, now women today aren't second class citizens. There are more black female business women in America than they were back then. Like, even compared to men today, there are more black female business women compared to their male peers. Okay. I'm going to leave a link on the description of a Forbes article talking about black female entrepreneurs, and definitely click on the link, take a read, and you'll see that a lot of things that Sarah was dealing with, unfortunately, till today, you still have more black women that are still dealing with not getting the proper resources to scale and the money that they need to scale. Okay. Sarah looked for Washington because he was an influencer, and unfortunately he did have the same vision as her, but it was for men, it wasn't for women, and he was intimidated pretty much by Sarah's vision, and not wanting, even saying like, how would it look if women were making more money than men? And today, when you think about that topic, you hear that topic today about, how do men feel when they're with a woman who makes more money than them? Do they still feel like a man? Come on, we be having these topics and discussions from time to time. You hear about that and stuff. Sometimes that breaks a relationship. Sometimes, it doesn't. Sometimes it makes it, beneficial when it comes to that as well. Also wanted to note, Sarah was like one of the very few only black females at that meeting. Okay. And the women were in the back. They weren't even part of the meeting. They were there to service the men. Okay. They weren't there. Not that there's anything wrong of servicing. Servicing is a great thing, but it's okay to service, and it's okay to be a partner with someone as well. Okay. So, Addie was also at the meeting before, promoting her business. Addie was still up, with her antics and stuff. I'm not going to go too much in as far as the drama that popped off in the episode, but more so looking at things from a business standpoint. Okay. Sarah stood up for herself. She stood up for women. She empowered herself and she empowered women, and she had the tenacity to continue doing what she had to do. And the women looked up to her, and they were like, yo, if she's gonna like ride for us this way and she's gonna do what she's gonna do, they invested in her. They all put their money together, and at the end, she got the capital that she needed to keep her factory open so that way she can scale her business. And today, we can definitely use the resources that are available to us. You have joined your local chamber of commerce. There are different organizations and business associations that you can be a part of, and look it up. Join classes that you can take, business courses to further your, education information. Find investors who want to invest in your vision and your dream that are like-minded like you and stuff. So, and there's so many things that Sarah had to deal with. She even, let's get on the part when Sarah was almost pretty much asked to give it up in order to get some money and funding. And she actually would have gotten raped if she didn't have protection of like a pistol. And that's another thing. When you're a woman, you need protection out there. When you're growing a business and you're out there, be it a storefront or whatever, you need security cameras, you need protection. You can't just be out there and think that, you know, everyone's nicey nice. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to protect yourself. And if Sarah didn't have a pistol, she would have ended up getting raped. She was there to talk to the guy as far as, you know, investing in her business, and he was just like, yo, give it up. You know, and you hear that, you know, you hear about it today, you know, sexual harassment in the workplace, you know, and women being asked to, you know, give of themselves in order to get up ahead. You even hear people make, you know, disrespectful jokes and comments, oh, who she had to sleep with to get where she got, or get the position that she got, or the role that she's playing in. You know, why does somebody have to give something up sexually in order to achieve something? You know what I mean? And this is what Sarah dealt with, and this is what some women today have to deal with and stuff. You know, it's amazing how, you know, even though the times change, principles don't change. You know, some of the bad things, unfortunately, you know, don't change either. Why? Because we're dealing with humans. We're dealing with people. Okay, what else did I wanted to mention? You know, in today's time, there isn't so much of an opportunity to grow and thrive in the workplace, unfortunately, for some Black women. So they need more income. Sometimes you just have one income coming in the household, and you don't have two incomes coming in your household, and you need to find a side hustle, a side business. So you have more and more Black females building businesses on the side. Okay, it would be good if they're able to do it full time, but you got to start, you know, pretty much somewhere. Okay, with that. So I am definitely going to be doing a third review for the third episode with from Self-Made with Madam C.J. Walker. I just wanted to point out, pretty much to sum it up, Sarah was looking for money. And that's what every business needs, even today, to thrive. And keeping your credit good and being able to have people to believe to invest in your business so it can scale. It's very important. You know, you have shows like Shark Tank. I love watching Shark Tank. I've witnessed there was plenty of Black female entrepreneurs who came up. Some of them didn't get the deal to scale their business, and I thought they had a really good business concept and idea, you know, but they didn't let that stop them. They continued, they pushed on, and if you look them up and you've watched some of the shows in the past and you see where they are now, they're building it, they're making it happen and stuff. So the Madam C.J. Walker is in all of us entrepreneurs out there and stuff. Have the tenacity. I'm motivated, I'm inspired by this series, and it definitely keeps me accountable. And if you haven't watched this series, highly recommend it. And stay tuned for the next one. Make sure to like, share this video. And don't forget to click in the bell notification so that way you can know when we have another video. Thanks for watching, and take care, and God bless.